Hi, how are you doing today? And by that I mean, really, how are you doing? Not what you're going to say to the barista, not what you're going to say to somebody walking by who really doesn't care. What are you going to say to yourself about how you're doing today? Somebody that you care about. And hopefully that's you. So when you ask yourself, how am I doing today, and you're answering to yourself, let's notice. Are you having a good day? Are you having a difficult day? What's it feel like right now inside of you to be you? And what are you struggling with? So when you ask yourself that, how you doing, it's really a question about the feelings that you have in your body. It's just not the assessment about what's happening in your business or in your daily activities. But it's really about your experience of being. And so if you're here, you're probably, paging through, not thinking too much about what's going on, but you do feel something. So notice what you feel, and if it's not good, usually we want to go through our days feeling good and energized and positive and joyful about our lives. If we're not, then there's something going on that we need to pay attention to. You start by looking at what you're feeling, because those feelings can get in your way of being able to think and to plan and to do what you want to do. Like right now, you want to feel better, but you don't. And you don't even understand exactly why. So this is the time that you tap. Now, if you've tapped before, it's okay to tap again. It's an ongoing thing in our life. If you've tapped other ways, it's okay to try tapping this way. This is the original tapping sequences, and I want to just give you a chance to see what happens when you do tap to change how you're doing. So notice how you answer that question to yourself right now. Are you feeling energized? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling scared? Are you feeling contracted? Are you feeling a little nervous? Are you feeling some depression? Are you feeling like you can't do it? Well, whatever that negative feeling is, just notice it, and notice it how you feel it in your body. We're going to rate it on a 0 to 10 scale, how bad it is. 0 being none of that negative stuff, and 10 being the worst you can possibly imagine. So if you do that, just notice it. And I'm going to take you through a couple of different tappings today so you can try a couple things. The first one I'm going to use is the crisis tapping pattern, and that's the one that we most often use with people just to cover whatever's going on in the moment without anything more sophisticated. So that's just notice what you feel, rate it 0 to 10, and then you tap. You tap the side of your hand. Now this tapping is available in different places. Tap here under your nose. I have videos of this. Tap the beginning of the eyebrow, tap under the eye. You can get it at my website. You can get it on YouTube. You can get it in writing, tapping on the collarbone, index finger, just following me along. And if you've tapped before, you know these points that I'm going to. Now we're going to the little finger now, between the last knuckle and the bed of the nail, under the collarbone. And just keep going along with me. Now, we do the next part, which is called the 9 Gamut Series, the bridge. It's called other things in other places, but it's important that we do it. Tapping between the 2 small knuckles. You're going to close your eyes for a moment, open your eyes, look down left, look down right, whirl your eyes in a big circle, back the other way, and then hum, count 1, 2, 3, hum again, and then we're going to repeat what we just did. Side of hand, under nose, beginning of eyebrow, under eye, under arm, under collarbone. Index finger, under collarbone, little finger, under collarbone. So that's the crisis tapping pattern. Now go back and just notice how you're feeling. How you doing now? Notice what you feel in your body. And whatever feelings, negative feelings you were having before that were getting in your way of being energized, of being able to engage in life in a positive, joyful way, notice those feelings. And hopefully those feelings will have changed. That number will have improved. Improved means it's going to 0, where there's none of it. If it's helping you, can tap it again, do the same way we did. But I also want to just talk for a moment, because a lot of times when we ask ourselves, how are we doing, we notice that we're tired, or we notice that we're in pain. And that tired can often be because you're in pain and you're not sleeping well. That tired can also be an indication of feeling depressed. So I'm going to give you a tapping pattern for pain and depression. It's the same pattern. So if you feel depressed, if you know what that's like in your life, rate it 0 to 10. 10, the worst depression, 0, none. If you're having physical pain in your body, low back, knee, a headache, whatever, rate it 0 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you can imagine. And then you're going to just tap with me for this. So we're going to start by doing the side of the hand thing. And it's important that we do the side of the hand and under the nose to make sure our energy flows the right way. And then we're going to tap that spot on the back of our hand between the two small knuckles. We're going to do that between 30 and 50 times. Now, how precise do you have to be? Well, that depends on how particular you are. I generally think more is better, but you want to get at least 30. If you get up to 50, that's fine. Now, notice I'm not counting. So I'm just going to take a guess that I'm probably getting close to that 30 now, and I'm going to keep going a little bit longer. You can just tap for 30 seconds if you've got a clock around that you're looking at. And when you get done tapping there, then you're going to tap under the collarbone. So you go to the notch of the throat, over to one side or the other, and tap there. Again, now you only need to do about, half a dozen times there. And then we're going to go back and we're going to tap that spot and do the 9 Gamut Series. Close your eyes, open your eyes, look down left, look down right, whirl your eyes around, whirl your eyes the other way around, hum, count 1, 2, 3, 4, hum again, and then we're going to just go back and tap again here, that at least 30 to 50 times. And some people find it better to do 50. You'll have to experiment a little bit for yourself. But you just keep tapping there. And while you're doing that, you'll just notice that there's some things shifting inside of you. And when you get past that 30 again and heading up towards 50, what you're going to do is tap under the collarbone again. Now notice, if you were rating a pain, notice what the pain's at. Did it change? Did it change location? Did it change size, intensity? If you were rating that depressed feeling, that feeling of no energy, notice it now. How's your energy now? How's that feeling of not being able to drag yourself along? Hopefully it's getting a little less. Because we need to pay attention to what we feel, to how you're doing in any given moment, if we're going to really engage in life in a joyful way, and if you're going to be able to help those people that you want to help. So, try some tapping. Remember, it's available on my website. It's available on YouTube. It's in written forms all over the place. You give it a try. Let me know how this is working for you. Send me an email or a text or however you do these things. And we'll just keep tapping. And the idea is bring the emotions to the place where it's more manageable. You can think. You'll begin to think. You can plan. You can act. You can live in a world that's more full of energy and love. Good luck. Let me know how you're doing.